Honestly, I've taken a kind of hiatus from sneakers, and it's things like this that literally validates my reasoning behind this, bro. Nike will raise prices in the US starting June 2025. Now, I have made multiple videos already whenever Trump first, presented the whole tariff war with all the countries. A lot of people were scared and kind of curious on how will the tariffs affect sneakers, because obviously a lot of our stuff's come from China, Vietnam, et cetera, et cetera. So it was like a lot of people are really concerned, and we're already in an era where sneakers at the retail value are very overpriced. And my main thing that I said in the video was it would be the most greedy and dumbest move ever if Nike decides to increase their prices. Why? One, because they already been increasing their prices year by year by year. You know, we've already had a standard of how much we expect to purchase our Air Force Ones at. Now they're over $100. Their main concern in the last couple of years was to compete with other brands such as New Balance and Asics because they are providing a more innovative product at a cheaper price. And there was already really no reason for Nike to raise their prices $10 every year. And it's like their margins are already good. So now we've gotten to the point where Nike said they will raise the prices in June 2025. And this also hurts them so much more because they did it so late. Trump has already reverted majority of the tariffs. He has reverted most of the tariffs to the point where all these other countries, the U.S. has already made negotiations with them, so we're in good standings. Like we have a mutual agreement and a mutual understanding with all these other countries, and that was Trump's plan all along. It was just a bluff. Like, hey, we're gonna tax you unless you cooperate, then you're gonna keep the tax. But if you do cooperate, I'm gonna lower them. So, with the lack of knowledge from the general population, Nike is deciding to take advantage of that. So let's get into the article because I do want to know, because this is my first day back. This is my first day back, and I'm really curious on the actual details. So let's see. President Donald Trump's tariff initiative is expected to impact industries across the United States, with many warning that the resulting cost increases would eventually be passed on to consumers. That prediction appears to be coming true as Nike, the world's largest sportswear brand, is reportedly set to raise its price starting in June of 2025, according to a report by Brandon from Complex. And so June, that is less than a month from now. First reported by Complex, these prices change will take effect in the new fiscal year, which begins June 1st, 2025. So that's quarter 3. Nike will increase prices between $2 and $10 depending on the item. And it's like, I don't know. I think majority of it, I think all of the shoes are going to be at that $10 value. Because we see that every year, at least for the last 3 years, right? All the Jordans have had a $10 increase. The Air Forces, again, a $10 increase. Now, I don't really buy apparel like that from Nike. So I would assume all of the apparel and all the accessories, et cetera, is going to be everything, in that 2 to 9 range. But that $10, because a lot of people might be thinking oh, what's the point of 2 to 10? Well, trust me, this $10, especially if it's getting increased every year, it definitely adds up, because now Jordans are $225 before tax. So now you're saying that they're going to be $235 before tax in another month. And it's that's also really bad because now it's confusing for customers. Because how do we just buy literally the exact same shoe last month, $10 cheaper, and now we have an increase? A lot of people aren't going to know about this until they swipe their card. And that's just going to hurt everybody. That's just going to cause a lot of miscommunication. I don't think that's good. it shouldn't have been done to begin with. But if there is a world where, you know, this just absolutely has to be done, which it doesn't, honestly, I think you just wait till quarter 4, right? You save all your good stuff for quarter 4 anyway, so you have all the holiday stuff, all of the stuff that are must grabs. You know, we got the holiday 11s. This is a lot that I don't even remember at this point. I kind of checked out, but it's a lot of stuff that the holiday stuff, and I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna cop some holiday stuff too. But you know, it's Christmas time. People are gonna buy it no matter what. These are must-haves. So I think that would have been the better time to do it versus the summertime. But anyways, so here it is. Nike's upcoming price changes. Products under $100, apparel, and Air Force Ones has no price increase. Now, I do like this and I don't like this. Mainly the Air Force One, no price increase. The products under $100, I guess that's fine. I think, but if you really think about that, most products that are under 100 when it comes to Nike is stuff on sale. Because this stuff, obviously, is not including apparel because they're separating that. So anything under $100 for Nike is really, it's already on sale. So it doesn't make sense to increase the price when it's already on sale, which if you're having a lot of products on sale, put 2 and 2 together, hey, maybe this price originally is just too much, you know? But hey, what do I know? And then the Air Force Ones, no price increase. I like this and I don't like this. I like this obviously because I feel like these shouldn't be touched to begin with. It's one of those things where it's just such a staple in the community. It's literally like the poster child of Nike. And everybody knows about it, right? This is just like day in, day out. This is going to be sold no matter what. It doesn't matter what year it is. It doesn't matter if it's 1995 or 2025. Everybody's going to have a pair of all-white Air Force Ones. And I think the only reason why they are excluding this is because anytime we come up with, the conversation of, bro, like, you know, we're in a recession or these shoes are way too much, the number one product that's always shown in these conversations is the Air Force Ones, just because it's bought over and over so many times. And that's just the main thing that's like, man, I remember paying this and I was buying it faithfully versus, you know, a Jordan, you know, maybe you'll only have, you know, 1 or 2 Jordan 4s in your whole collection versus every time you get your Air Force One dirty, you're going to rebuy another one. So I think they did that specifically just so they wouldn't get any backlash. But that's the same scenario as like you steal from somebody and you help them find them, right? Like you're literally the problem. So don't try and be the hero in this situation. So that's why I don't like it. Shoes, $100 to $150 is a $5 increase. $150 or more is a $10 increase. There's no way that you're that strapped for cash, Nike, that you need to make an extra $5 and $10. This isn't good, bro. This is not good. Jordan Brand has not confirmed, but it should follow the same guidelines. Obviously, it's gonna follow the same guidelines. Like, duh. And then here are the tariffs, but this is outdated. Because again, like I said, he has done a lot of negotiations. So a lot of these could be lower by time this comes out. Let's see. Oh, come on, computer. We got one more paragraph. But yeah, this is just, I don't know, man. This is really going to ruin, like, me personally, I think this is the last year for sneakers. I think this is truly, I already thought that this was going to be the last year for sneakers, and then they tried to give us the okie doke and like, hey, you're going to get undefeated 4s, you're going to get white cements, you're going to get, you know, all this cool stuff, you're going to get 85 breads, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, that hype has already died down. Like, bro, Tariff discussions have slowed following an agreement between China and the United States to lower the tariff rate, Before that deal, however, President Trump has announced a steep 145% tariff on imports from China to the U.S. As of now, there is a pause on tariffs from countries other than China, though most of the Nike's footwear is made in Vietnam. 46% tariff increase. Indonesia, a 32% increase. And China, a 34% increase. Nike, along with the 70 other brands of FDRA footwear distributors. Oh my gosh, and I just thought about this. Trump already announced that sneakers were excluded from the tariffs a couple weeks ago. So this is a full-blown on greedy move because they are not affected. But see, the common folk don't know that. The common folk isn't into deep into politics, et cetera, et cetera. They're just going to see what's online, if they even care. Trump has already excluded sneakers from it. Like, he has made that, it was actually, said. And I'm not going to say signed, but I'm pretty, he said it vocally. So it is a thing. So Nike, along with the 70 other brands of the FDRA, penned a letter pleading with President Donald Trump to make footwear exempt from tariff increases. Before this, Adidas CEO warned that price increases will come due to these tariffs. With Nike taking actions to address the changing economic landscape, it likely won't be long before other brands in the footwear industry raise prices as well. So if you're exempt, why are you raising the price? This doesn't make sense, bro. This doesn't make sense whatsoever. And I think I should just make this a whole separate video of I don't think sneakers. I've already said I don't think sneakers are gonna make it to 2026, and all the stuff now is definitely over with. But yeah, just to update you guys, this is what is gonna be happening, and literally it is May 21st. So in less than 9, 10, in 10 days, 10, 11 days, we're going to see this increase, which is, that's just bad timing, bro. But obviously for reports, because it's for the start of the third quarter, I get it on their end. But from a consumer standpoint, it doesn't make sense. And a lot of people, the change is what's going to throw a lot of people off. It's like the equivalent of saying, you go into a store and you're like, hey, how much is this? And they're like $100. And you're like, okay, cool, I'm finna come, let me run to the car and I'm gonna come back. You come back and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get that for $100. They're like, well, actually, it's 110. Yeah. Whether you have that $10 extra or not, it's more so of a principle, and it's just a sudden change. Like, what do you mean? You just said it was 100. So for literally people who bought what came out this month, white cement 4s are literally coming out this month. Undefeated 4s are coming out next month. So the same person who bought a white cement 4 is this month, literally in 3 days, next month they're going to be paying $10 more for the same exact model. I don't like this. This is greedy. This is selfish. This is going to ruin the game. And I think a lot of the people that they were able to capture back with this hype in the beginning of 2025 is gonna drop off immediately. So that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what are your thoughts on this whole thing. And with that being said, full out. Peace.